shit. I don't know what the hell that glitch was. Geez, starting off very awesomely today. Like, what the hell just happened right there? Hey, what's happening, guys? It is Tuesday, April 13th. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, I don't know. I clicked on that drop, and then it just, all of a sudden, it just went to blank. And then I started clicking on other things. It didn't work. Nothing was. I wasn't seeing it on my end, but of course it played right here. So, whatever. Whatever works, fine. You guys know I'm here. Hi. Who's out there? What's going on? Oh, man. I think there's going to be some glitchies tonight, man. I hope not. What's going on? Hey, how you doing there? Snyder Steppenwolf. What's going on, Music Man? Yeah. A lot of stuff. Indeed. Wish they could. What? But what? What? What's going on? Yeah, that's what I was wondering myself there, LP3. What's going on, Miss Stewart? How you doing? Okay. Yeah, that was pretty amazing, wasn't it? Yeah. Glitchies. It wasn't even my computer that glitched. It was StreamYard that glitched on that one. So what's going on? We got the other David. We got Billy right here. What's up, buddy? What's going on, Lockfoo? How you doing? It is clear now why Petition chose. It's weird that you didn't have both. That would have been kind of cool. What's up? Yeah, you're at the Dodger game? Wow. And you're chatting from the Dodger game? Is that what you're saying? You're at the Dodger game. No, you're not. You're lying, Jose. Hey, how's it going? We got Jason. How you doing? Elias, how you doing? We got Jess. How you doing? Movie Watchman, what's up? Hello, Ryan. Hello, Carrie. Trailer today. Yes, it was. And we got Nate right here, too. What's going on? You're actually at the Dodger game. What's going on, Mr. Everts? Michele, what's up, buddy? Oh, man. All right. Hola. What's going on? What's up, Darren? How you doing? What'd you say? Yeah, exactly. Great line. It was a great line, that's for sure. All right. Well, thank you for joining in, guys. As per usual, welcome to Film Junkie Live. Hopefully you guys are having a good day today. Today was, it was funny because, we had the trailer today, the Army of the Dead trailer, and of course all that stuff, which was cool. But it was kind of scarce with a lot of other things. That's for damn sure. I was kind of going, what else am I going to talk about today? Is there anything else? And then I went, okay, well, there's another little entry to Ray Fisher. We'll talk about that, which, of course, I'm wearing my Foot Action Cyborg shirt, which is awesome. Yes. It's like I had it. I think his was, I have the Batman one as well. I didn't get all of them. I wanted to, but my God, so many shirts. My wallet's going, not right now. That's the bad part about all this stuff. I want to buy everything, but I have to be selective because, I was out of work for a month or so. So, everything was kind of just like, let's do it. So, but I ordered this one, and then of course I got the Batman one naturally, so I got that one as well. So yeah, yo, what's going on, DJ? How you doing, bud? So, anyways, thank you guys for clicking in. Make sure you hit that like, thumbs up. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I'm doing this shiza. And then, of course, if you want to join Film Junkie, hit the join button and get some behind-the-scenes stuff, as well as, access to, like, a badge and whatever and whatnot and some emojis and everything. And, just helping out the pirate ship. Or if you want to join the Patreon as well, you can join the Patreon where you get some behind-the-scenes stuff there as well and early access to things as well. And I'm going to try to do – I have an idea of stuff I'm going to, do when it comes to members and behind the scenes stuff. Definitely want to do more of that because, you guys are helping out that pirate ship. Then, of course, The Film Junkie Closet down below if you want to get some merchandise. You got all that. That's for sure. Stop reacting like crazy about what? Remember, it's a pipe dream. Yeah, it's totally a pipe dream. Oh, no, you didn't confuse me. Don't worry. You're good. You're good. You're good, guys. Don't worry. And then, of course, yeah, one of these days we'll do an OnlyFans. But hopefully, and it's funny because OnlyFans is not necessarily... It's funny because it's not necessarily like a site where you go, hey, here's some nudie shit. Here's some, here's some of that. Here's some of those videos, some of these pictures. I think it's just, in general, you can actually use OnlyFans just to be like, hey, it's almost like a Patreon. It almost is. You could utilize it like that. But, of course, it was like, no, you could utilize it for adult content, which, hey, power to anybody that does, because I hear, it's, I don't know about the dudes, but, the females out there, when you can actually make some serious scratch. Although I did on a podcast hear that some dude said that he joined at the end of January, and a month and a half, he made like $15,000. And I kind of went, how could I do that without showing my dingle dangle? I don't know. Haven't figured that part out yet. What's going on there, Empire? You see the video HBO Max put on YouTube for Zack's trilogy of films? Got me hyped as fuck. You should oh, wow. I didn't even know they did that. Well, let's go ahead and check it out then. Let's go ahead and check it out. Yo, what's going on, D-Ball? How you doing, bud? All right, hold on. So there's an HBO Max video on YouTube. Let's see. Let's check this out. I was not made aware of this. How come you guys did not tell me? Okay. It just showed up 26 minutes ago. That's right. Okay. Let's go ahead and fucking watch this. This is 4 minutes, guys. Good way to start the show. Some Zack Snyderness, as we're going to be talking about some Zack Snyderness. So let's check it out here. All right. So it just showed up. Let's go. Boop. All right. Here we go. Ooh, it's even silver. Or,
You're here for a reason.
I'm liking it.
And even if it takes you the rest of your life, you owe it to yourself to find out what that reason is.
That beautiful shot. I love that shot so much. One of my favorite shots of Man of Steel.
Hopes and dreams travel with you.
He always believed you were meant for greater things. And that when the day came, your shoulders would be able to bear the weight.
Absolutely.
Dreamed of becoming something other than what society had intended for him or her. If a child aspired to something greater.
My son was in the bus. He saw what Clark did. What was I supposed to do? Just let him die?
There's more at stake here than just our lives, Clark. You have to keep this side of yourself a secret.
How do you find someone who has spent a lifetime covering his tracks?
Mysterious.
Something I never could have imagined. Keep testing your limits.
Damn right.
Only good guys are left.
I was
say it that way. I have so many questions.
Right? Like, who was in that pod?
Why did you send me here? You're as much a child of Earth now as you are of Krypton. You can save them. You can save all of them.
Your world has sheltered one of my cities.
It'd be nice to get Russell Crowe to return.
Or watch this world suffer.
One day,
As well as Michael
make a choice.
Michael Shannon's still the best.
Proud in front of the human race.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine how people on this planet would react if they knew there was someone like this out there?
Yeah, well, we know one guy reacted quite poorly.
Oh, thunderbolts.
There it is.
Count the dead. Thousands of people.
Millions.
She has the power to wipe out the entire human race. You're gonna cover more. He is not our enemy.
So
Bruce,
good.
Please tell me. Do you believe? You will.
100 years ago, I walked away from mankind. For a century of
Well, wait a minute. In 1984.
Just
kidding.
Together is impossible.
Superman was never real. Just the dream of a farmer from Kansas.
Damn.
Mine is still good. We fight. We kill.
Ah, 2 neck. Nice. I like it.
But we can do better. We have to.
Have to. Ugh. Bam.
We'll give the people of Earth an ideal to strive towards. The bells been rung. The God is dead. And they've heard it.
The path
Failed them. Why?
was long.
All fail them in death. We have to stand together. Help me find the others like you.
But justice is coming. Completion. Oh, okay.
In time, they will join you in the sun. In time, you will help them accomplish wonders.
Completion, huh? Is that what they're trying to do? Saying completion? Oh, man. I don't know if I like that wording there, guys. Completion? Yeah. HBO Max is jealous of Zack. Ooh, maybe this happened today after, of course, hearing about, of course, Army of the Dead and stuff like that. But completion? Fucking completion.
Blah, blah, blah. Fake. Fucking fucked.
That is interesting right there. That is very interesting right there that they actually put those words, man. Oh, it's interesting. I mean, we still got to hold out some hope because, like I said, that Investors Day that's happening at AT&T, April 22nd. That's I'm still wondering what's going to be happening, what's going to be asked right there. Okay, and like I said, if you have any stock, you have any shares, hit me up or hit Russ Barnes up, who might be in the chat. I don't know. Barnes. That's right. He's kind of trying to develop a little bit of a revolution of sorts when it comes to the Investors Day. When it comes to all that, we're going to storm the castle. It's happening in Dallas, I believe. I should make the trip to Dallas. That'd be sweet if I could. That'd be nice. But anyways, yeah, I know it was a little weird that it said completion. Still a good trailer. I was kind of thinking it was going to have, more Justice League stuff within it, but I guess it was just like, hey, leading up to the completion. I know it says completion. Didn't say conclusion, but it said completion. So that's very, 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 very interesting. So anyways, let's go to the tweets. Guys. All right. Let's see what we have here. All right. Yeah. Historic landmark. Because yesterday when I was talking about this, I totally forgot to talk about the Cinerama Dome, the theater, which has always been, anytime it had like big movies that came out, they always put on a display when it came to the Dome. I mean, look at that. They always would display something. They try to help, try to do something with it. I really like the Godzilla one that they had. But what's funny about this though, guys, again, like I said yesterday, when we talked about the ArcLight and Pacific theaters closing down, they're not going to reopen. You saw so many people, how many actors and directors and everybody that you saw talk about the Cinerama. How many times did you see that yesterday? Okay. Well, hey, you guys have the ability to save it. Just saying, you guys have the ability to save it. Save it. It's a landmark. Please do so. Okay, don't just tweet about how sad you are. Try to do something about it. That's all I ask. Try to save it. It's a landmark. My God. I mean, it was just featured big time, of course, in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Try to save it there, people. Come on. Boy. Jason Reitman, apparently Ernie Hudson has now seen Ghostbusters Afterlife. And it looks like he has a happy smile on his face. So there you go. And then of course we got the Faruqi brothers that are of course doing some awesome things right now. Emergency Aid Initiative. They're doing Faruqi brothers are excited to announce our Emergency Water Aid Initiative, and in collaboration with Pani Project, we aim to create clean water wells, distribute food, and provide medical aid in refugee regions during Ramadan. So if you guys haven't checked that out yet, please do so. Ray Fisher, of course, was showing his support. So that's good. So if you guys haven't checked that out, please do so. Why a trilogy? I know. hey, you know what? Let's just relax a little bit. We'll see what happens. That's all. And check this out, guys. Hey, Steve Urkel actor Jaleel White launches Purple Urkel cannabis brand with 710 Labs. Hey, this is all I'm saying right here. I mean, obviously, when it came to Steve Urkel, he could not run away from that role because I know he's done like voice acting. I believe he's done like Sonic and he's done some various voice acting. But when it came to actual acting, you never saw Jaleel White really in anything else. Probably because everybody just figured him as, you're Steve Urkel, you're Steve Urkel, you're Steve Urkel. And that's the bad thing about, I think I even talked about it. I think we talked about it on Batman the Fanimated stream. Scott and I, we talked about it where, sometimes you just a character you're associated with is just going to be, it's a blessing and also a huge thorn in your side because, we were talking about how Mark Hamill did not think that they would pick him to do like the Joker or pick him to do any voice for Batman. And look what happened. He ended up getting the Joker. And he's like, now when you read Joker, you hear Mark Hamill's voice. Hey, if this name is going to be part of you, just fucking capitalize on it, lean into it. And that's actually a pretty awesome name right there. Purple Urkel. Come on. So lean into that shit, man. Did I smoke that? Yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. I mean, that's going to be interesting. Hits that joint tonight. Yeah. Tonight. Yeah. I know exactly. You hit the joint and you're going to fucking start doing the Urkel dance. Remember the Urkel dance, which was basically just, point up and stuff and do that. Do the Urkel. Yeah. What was it called? Urkel. Something like that. Yeah. So that's pretty interesting right there. I thought that was pretty funny. I'm like, hey, fucking capitalize on that thing. He's probably going to make a shit ton of money on that. So good on him. And of course, Ray Fisher's showing some support for he's always showing support, of course, of Zack Snyder and, of course, Army of the Dead, saying he's changing the zombie game yet again, which he is. I mean, we'll talk a little bit more about that trailer. And look at Larry Fong here, guys. Larry Fong tweeting out the Chris Terrio article. You love to see it. You love to see it. Weed is legal, but yeah, did somebody think that it's not legal? Well, it's not legal in every state, but it's legal in my state. So there you go. Yeah. And what Chris Wong Swenson says right here, Zack Snyder won 2021. Studios should be ecstatic to have him create movies for them. Thanks, Netflix. Yeah. As a posting a video that says his completion. See, even Mike Dodd I don't even know how to say his last name, but the guy who directed the King of the Monsters, of course, showing off this. I mean, like I said, if these guys want to save it. Pull your money together. My God, I don't get it. And did you guys watch the new trailer for what Hitman's wife's bodyguard or whatever? I'm trying to remember the exact name. The trailer looks decent. Looks funny. I mean, the first one was funny. So, but yeah, Ryan Reynolds posted one that had all these like watermarks on it, which was interesting. Anyways, so do you guys check this out? I mean, yes, we're all looking at his pecs, Hardwick's pecs. Yes, sure. He's got some good shoulders, good traps. Give him that. But if you look closer, look at that. He's got that Omega symbol right there, scarred. It's like he got branded by Darkseid or something. I don't know. But yeah, there's an Omega symbol right there on his titty. And I'm willing to bet that if you think about it, when you look at Army of the Dead and when they open up, of course, the safe, you see the Snyder Cut reels in there, and you got somebody who has a an Omega an Omega brand on his tit. So I'm thinking that there's going to be some, Snyder Cut Easter eggs all throughout this thing. You better believe that there is, because you guys got to remember too that Snyder shot this before the Snyder Cut got announced. So he was just throwing in little Easter eggs here and there. He was like, fuck it, I'm going to throw some Easter eggs in my little movie right here. So don't between the reels and this right here, I'm sure there's going to be probably a few more Easter eggs when it comes to Army of the Dead, which I think is awesome. Omega titty. That's right. And of course, Junkie XL, Mr. Tom Holkenborg, showing off his support. Well, of course, he scored the damn movie. Did you guys hear? when the splash page was right there, when we were waiting for the event to start, did you guys hear some of that score? It fucking sounded awesome. I mean, it had like an eerie sense to it, as well as just like, epicness. So can't wait to hear that. God, man, this guy is just busy. Zack Snyder's Justice League, Godzilla versus Kong, and then, of course, Army of the Dead. It's been a good year for, well, Zack Snyder and Mr. Tom Holkenborg. You beloved motherfuckers. And look at this, guys. So this is the reason why you get the remastered. Did anybody notice? Did anybody know that he actually put his hand right there? I don't think anybody knew that he put his hand right there. It just, when you saw it in widescreen, you just saw you just saw them come into frame and everything like that. I don't think anybody really knew that Clark or the Superman put his hand right on Batman's chest like that. So there you go. A lot of people, I didn't know that until I saw this. So this is why you get this is why 4-3 is awesome. Okay? For all the haters out there of that aspect ratio, this is why you see more of the shot. It's so fucking fun. And you know what? Yeah, sure you did, Scoot. What's funny is like if you guys watch the what is it? I always forget what their name is. The Corridor guys, the VFX guys that watch good and bad VFX. What are they called? Something Corridor? I always forget. But they did one on Zack Snyder's Justice League, and they even talked about the 4:3 aspect ratio. And well, it's not necessarily 4:3. It's true. It's like 185, something like that. I don't know the exact one. Corridor Crew, thank you. But they talk about that aspect ratio, and they say they even said when you watch Zack Snyder's Justice League in that, it makes the characters just a lot more epic and just bigger. Everything just feels bigger when you watch something like that. So, so that's cool. And then, of course, I did my trailer reaction, which I goofed on, of course. Forgot to add it out when I did the second take. And then here we go. Here's a little question right here, guys. Which suit is better? I'm going to go with Batman Begins. I've always said that. I think Batman Begins just looks better. He just looks more like Beast-like. I've always liked the Begins suit better. Obviously, the more comfortable one is going to be the Dark Knight suit because he can actually move his head and it's lighter and everything like that. Understandable. That's what's so great about the Dark Knight trilogy is the fact that, yes, it is very much grounded. So we actually see him upgrade the suit, but I just fucking love the Batman Begins suit. I just love the Begins. Begins suit's better. So it just looks better. They didn't really upgrade the belt, huh? The belt's pretty much exactly the same. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. And then, of course, I like the bat that goes across the chest like that. It just looks better. Everything's just, it just looks aesthetically, it looks better. But of course, practical, you're going to want to go with the Dark Knight, when you're backing out of the driveway, as you said. Hey, look at this. Jenna Fisher, good old Pam, showing her love for some Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead. We love it. She approves. This might be the best movie trailer I've ever seen, and I cannot wait for this. Jenna Fisher, of all people. I wonder what she thought about Zack Snyder's Justice League. I think she watched it. Maybe she did. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Why would they make the symbol small? I don't know. I think it's just because, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. They should have made it just a little bit bigger. But, I don't exactly hate the suit, but, and let's see here. And then we got a runtime, of course, 2 hours and 28 minutes. And, I loved it, too, when Snyder was being interviewed after the trailer showed up. He talked about how this is not some bastardized version of the movie. This is the director's cut. He's not going to have to worry about it. I think it's probably like one of the, not Man of Steel. Man of Steel was his full-on, that was his cut. But this is going to be, it's just nice that Netflix was going, okay, well, however you want it. How long do you want it? So 2.5 hours? Fine by me. Seems relatively short, if you think about it, for a Snyder flick. But that's fine because it's not, it's not these bigger than life characters like Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman and all that stuff that you need more time. I think 2.5 hours is perfect for a movie like this. Because usually a movie like this, if this was at Warner Brothers, guys, if Toby Emmerich's dumb fucking ass who passed up on this movie, by the way, if those fucking morons decided to go, okay, let's greenlight Army of the Dead, you know what they would say? Less than 2 hours. Let's try to get it to 95 minutes, Zach. Okay? That's all. Let's get that to 95 minutes. That's what we're going to try to do. That's exactly what they would try to do. A movie like this, that's R-rated zombie movie. Oh, they'd be like, yeah, you have to, it's got to be an hour and 40 minutes tops. That's what they would say. So, but Netflix was like, nah, you want to make a 2.5 hour heist zombie movie, Zach? Go for it. How much do you need? And they gave it to him. So that's awesome. You got to love that shit. Jesus Christ. I still can't believe. Yeah, this is the fucking longest zombie movie ever made, I believe. I'm pretty sure he's setting a record for that, which is so great. And of course, he tweeted, and this was funny right here too, because yes, he is the producer, director, actor. Is he an actor? Well, I guess you could say he is, because he's made some appearances in his movies, writer. Yeah, I just thought that was pretty funny right there. That's somebody that they made right there. And happy birthday to Ron Perlman, 71 years old. Holy shit. And this guy still wants to do another Hellboy? Wow. It's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, yeah. Remember this? For those wondering who Jenna Malone was playing, I have found the answer in an article which leaked in the survey, in a survey by Warner Brothers. Barbara Gordon. Remember when everybody thought that she was playing Barbara Gordon? Yeah, that's funny. That was always funny. I thought this was funny too. Speaking of Quentin Tarantino. Oh, man. I thought that was pretty good. The man loves his feet. What can I say? What can we say? Man loves the feet. I don't get it, but it's fine. And then this right here was pretty cool from Scanline. This is a little quote from one of the streams that came out. It said, Brian Hirota. God, man, I got an itch in my nose that I'm trying to get rid of. I don't know. Yeah. Brian Hirota came up with an idea to push the midnight moonlit look, replacing theatrical red world look, into high ISO territory, which ended up being a cool way to show off more detail. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. This is why Zach continues to work with these guys, with DJ, with Brian. This is why he continues to work with them, because they come up with ideas like this. I mean, you can't tell me that Aquaman's suit doesn't pop in this kind of lighting. All their suits pop. I mean, even Cyborg pops. Cyborg, it makes him look more realistic. But yeah, that just shows you right there. That just shows you right there, man. So I'm glad he came up with that idea. I mean, this is why Zach continues to work with these guys, because they're fucking artists, man. They do great work. They absolutely do great work. And Brian does great work. And yeah, when somebody said, who plays your parents in your biopic? This is who's going to play my parents right there. That's right. And then I thought this was cool from Wayne Parker. He combined BVS. He combined the costumes of BVS and Justice League. And it looks pretty badass. I'm not going to lie. That looks pretty damn good. Because I think a lot of people don't really like the Justice League bat cowl. So, you know, which, yeah, I like the BVS costume better as a whole. But yeah, this combination right here is fucking awesome. So thought that was pretty cool when I saw that last night. Blew my mind. And then, of course, you know, Screen Rant with a good article that says, if Ben Affleck's canceled Batman movie was to happen, it wouldn't affect Robert Pattinson's reboot. Both would just represent two very different chapters in the Cape Crusader story. Yes, exactly. Thank you. Well done with this. Because, yes, Ben Affleck's Batman would be at the end of his Batman run. And Robert Pattinson's, we all know, it's year 2. So they can live at the same time. Why not? And then, of course, we had this right here, which, you know, talking about Lucy Liu. And my God. Yes, the Shazamily, they're going to have their hands full with this little firecracker right here. I mean, that is a sexy woman. That is, that'll rip your heart out at the same time. She'll beat your ass. So that was a pretty cool little montage right here. And then, of course, I mentioned, if you guys haven't seen it yet, do yourselves a favor and watch Lucky Number 11. That is my favorite movie that she's in. Also my favorite Josh Hartnett movie. All around a great movie. a movie that more people need to see if you haven't seen it yet. Lucky Number 11 is it's a back and forth, twisty, turny kind of what the fuck is going on here. It's got Bruce Willis in it too, and it's got some really great dialogue. I'm a sucker for some good fucking dialogue. So speaking of dialogue right here, like this scene right here where he goes, you're not as tall as I thought you'd be. And she goes, well, I'm short for my height. I mean, it's just dialogue like that. Just good stuff. Yeah, I don't know why people hate Josh Hartnett. I mean, I get it. Like he doesn't really have a lot of range, I guess you could say, because but I don't know. There's some things there's movies that I like with him. The Faculty, 40 Days, 40 Nights. That was actually surprisingly a good romantic comedy. It was R-rated, which was, thank God. But I always thought that movie was pretty damn funny. I mean, you give me some Shannon Sosaman, whatever. I'm all for it. So then we'll be talking about that. DeTrinity doing some awesomeness too. Obviously, this is Alex Ross's Superman pose that he made Cavill in, and it just looks badass. Guy does amazing work right there. So there's Mama Film Junkie saying go Dodgers. Of course. How dare you? And hopefully you guys did this. Like I said, help.hbomax.com/feedback. Please send some feedback over to those guys. Tell them what you want to see, but be nice. Be nice. It's one of the things when it comes to this. There's nothing wrong with asking, hey, I wouldn't mind more of this. Okay? Sometimes there's some people out there that are just like, I mean, I've literally seen people out there just like tag Jason Kylar, a lot of people, and they start talking shit to him and stuff. It's not the way to do it. Just saying, not the way to do it. But anyways, guys, all right. So, just be nice. All right, let's talk about Ray Fisher Talks Justice League Reshoots Transparency. So we have this Empire magazine exclusive with Ray Fisher talking about a lot of things. The full article or the full interview is not going to be out till Thursday, but they did release another little chunk of it. Like yesterday, we talked about talking about the Flash movie and his optimism, and talking about Andy Muschietti, which, like I said, they've always been on the same page. The Muschiettis have always been Team Fisher, but of course they're just stuck. It just sucks that they got this great movie that they want to do, and it sounds like they're going to do something pretty damn special with the Flash. And it just seems, it's just Warner Brothers is the fucking enemy right there. So, but so we got another little chunk from this interview that says Ray Fisher speaks out about lack of transparency on Justice League reshoots. All right, so it says right here, for months, actor was vocal. Let's see. In a major new interview, Fisher spoke to Empire about the experiences and opinions on the Justice League reshoots, which saw, let's see, there you go. Okay, so then it says, transparency would have gone a long way if they had said to us, hey, we don't like Zack's movie. We want to shift gears completely, and we need you guys to buckle down, Fisher explains. But they were trying to hold on to this narrative of doing it for Zack and maintaining his vision, all the while completely not doing that. Yeah, see, that's fucked up. And that's one of the things that we don't really talk about too much, is the fact that Warner Brothers was flat out lying to everyone. They were lying to what? They were lying to not just the fans, not just the cast, but everyone. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's lying to everyone. It's sad. Fisher adds that he was encouraged to provide his thoughts on the direction of Cyborg in the film, but he had done just as he'd done with Snyder and Terrio, but felt that voicing opinions on the reshoots was not met with the same openness. Unfortunately, gaslighting occurred by asking for input, but ultimately biting people's heads off when you gave it. Hey, good old Joss Whedon, right? Look at Fisher looking fierce, man. Looking good. As well as fighting back against the ableist joke about Victor not being able to feel his legs. Fisher says he argued, oh God. Do you guys remember that part in Justice League? It's kind of similar, because you got Superman and Cyborg trying to pull the mother boxes apart. But, in Justice, they fall back and they have this laughing moment. And it's just, God, it's so bad. So bad. Fisher says he argued against a scene in which Cyborg was drawn and quartered by villain Steppenwolf. Instead, the scene saw Steppenwolf rip off his leg, rip Victor's leg off instead. Had I not been so welcomed in the initial process, I might not have felt as comfortable speaking up about those circumstances. But I had to try to rein those guys in. It was not a good look to essentially pull this black man who has already endured so much physical trauma limb from limb. Oh man, good old Warner Brothers, right? Fisher is, he says, much happier with the recently released Snyder Cut. Yeah, did you see his Instagram? Or his Instagram Live really showed that, which features the footage he shot with his original director. Yes. Portions of the storyline, all good stuff. And then, yep, that's pretty much it when it comes to all that. But yeah, I mean, ugh, God, when you think about those scenes, and I love the fact that I thought that HBO Max was actually going to get rid of Justice League, but no, it's still there, which I could see why they'll keep it in there, because there might be some people that want to compare the two. But ugh, man, I tell you what, it's just crazy. I know I can't explain the physics of how my toes hurt. Yeah, I know that was. It's just stupid jokes, man. I can't. Yeah, because that's what he makes, like his toes hurt. God, I mean, it's funny because Whedon in the past has done some good dialogue. I mean, apparently he punched up the Speed dialogue, right? Remember, he punched up that script and that was fine. There's a lot of things that were fine, but man, who knows what the hell was going on with that guy? I don't know. It's just really sad, but there you go. Transparency. That's what it's all about. They were lying to everyone, just lying to everyone. And that's what happens when it comes to all that. All right. Now we got to Zack Snyder and Army of the Dead Trends. That's right. It was awesome. As you guys saw that. I'm not sure how. I don't know if anybody has a tally right now. Why the hell is Olive Garden trending? I'm going to have to look into this now. Let's see. Olive Garden. When the Olive Garden server asks what? When the Olive Garden waiter asks if you... So I guess everybody's just talking about Olive Garden. Nobody's boycotting it or anything. I guess everybody's just talking about Olive Garden. That's all. Okay. Yeah. I think people are making fun of the fact that it's not, it's fake Italian food. Yeah. Sorry, I just had to look into that. I'm like, why is Olive Garden trending right now? I figured there was like a boycott or something, or, somebody from the right endorsed it or something like that, or the owner endorsed somebody on the right. I don't know. It's usually what happens. Anyway, but yeah, so Army of the Dead, of course, trended. How many times have you watched the trailer, guys? Hopefully a lot. I know it looks pretty great. And like I said, there's going to be Easter eggs. There's going to be Snyder cut Easter eggs all throughout that thing. But yeah, it's just pretty funny how, like, again, Warner Brothers passed up on Army of the Dead. How did they pass up that? They saw, you want to do this fucking zombie heist movie? What the? And he's like, yeah, and I want to have, zombie horses and zombie tigers. I mean, yeah. And they were like, nope. Just like they said with the Joker, with the Joker movie. Oh man, this is what I'm tired about. This is what I'm tired about when it comes to, and I want that old guard to go away. And that old guard is diminishing. It's dying, which is good, because it's going to get to a point. I mean, we've gotten to a point. It's already like the beginnings of a point where people can really just create their own thing nowadays. Yeah, of course they need a platform to put it on, but if you could just create your own original thing, you don't have to like try to pitch it to some fucking old guy with jowls and, a gut where he hadn't seen his penis in forever, just like listening to you and making suggestions and going, nope, doesn't sound good. All they're thinking about is how much money would this make? Not a lot. Fuck it. Like they could predict the fucking future, It's just lame, man. But we're getting to the point where now people could just create their own thing. And then now we have places like Netflix and hopefully HBO Max that can actually give that creative freedom and be like, all right, what are you going to do? Okay, sounds pretty cool. There you go. Here's your money. Let's do that. Emmerich is a problem. They're just terribly at their job. Jesus Christ! But I like the fact that it trended because again, when they just can't get away from it. Jowls, not jowls, jowls. You know, the mushy face. Because anytime that these guys keep on seeing Zack Snyder trend or his new movie trend, you know what they're doing, and you know exactly what drop I would play, right? You know exactly what drop I'm playing. Yep, that's exactly what's happening, and we love that. We love the fact that that's happening. 2021, like what Chris Swenson said, is it's owned by Zack Snyder. 2021 is Zack Snyder's year. And it's funny too, because it's like, okay, what else is going to happen? I mean, after Army of the Dead comes out next month, and all of a sudden he's going to shoot his new movie, which probably won't be out till 2022. But at the same time, he'll be teasing some stuff. He'll be doing, I don't know. It's going to be all pretty fantastic. And mind you that there's still more to come when it comes to all this Warner Brothers stuff. And we still haven't officially get to know our Green Lantern, John Stewart, Green Lantern actor yet. So there's also that part. So there's still some more bombs that are going to be dropping here pretty soon. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be, it's definitely going to be interesting. Definitely going to be interesting. See what happens with all that. But I just love the fact that he's trending, that he trended, as well as Army of the Dead, and people are enjoying that. A lot of check marks too. A lot of big people. I mean, Jenna Fisher, come on, saying that's the best trailer she's ever seen. And that's what's so great about that trailer. That trailer was 3 minutes that really established, like, hey, it's not just killing zombies. It's not just, hey, shooting and killing zombies. There's a story here, okay? A lot of people are saying, like, hey, this is like a Suicide Squad meets Ocean's 11 meets, I guess you could say Dawn of the Dead. But the fact of the matter is like, yes, Zack is changing up the zombie game again. Obviously, when you see like these zombies starting to evolve and basically getting almost cult-like, and to the fact I'm curious to see how in depth he gets with that, which he's going to, because I remember George Romero, like I think what was George Romero's last zombie movie? Was it Land of the Zombies or something like that? It came out in like the mid 2000s or late 2000s. Land of the Zombies, right? Was it called that? Let me look this up real quick. Was it Land of the Zombies? Land of the Was it Land of the Zombies? No, maybe I'm wrong here. What was it called? What was Romero's like last zombie movie? Land of the Dead. Why did I think zombies? God, I'm dumb. Land of the Dead. I was almost there. Always just a little bit off. Land of the Dead. And I guess they kind of approached that idea of zombies starting to like. I remember there was like the main zombie was, the motor reflex was for him to do like a full on service like at the gas station and whatnot. So, yeah. No, it wasn't Survival. It was Land of the Dead. Isn't that Romero's last zombie movie? So there's Diary of the Dead. There's so many of the dead. But that had John Leguizamo in it, right? And I like barely remember that movie. But I remember they were trying to tackle the whole fact that zombies were starting to learn and starting to like actually remember things or whatever the hell. So was there Survival of the Dead too? I don't know. There's so many of the deads. I just remember Land of the Dead had that kind of idea, and I think Zack was just trying to. He's going to try to tackle that a little bit more. Land of the Dead, zombies were walking underwater. Yeah, there was that too. Yeah, so many, man. I wanted to do one called Road of the Dead, but he passed away. Oh, yeah, that's right, he did. I remember hearing about that. He wanted to do one like another one before he passed away. May he rest in peace. And I think if you were to look at what Zack is doing to the zombie genre, I think he would very much appreciate it, because it sounded like it. I mean, you saw the trailer, guys. You saw the trailer. All right, fans petition for Black Panther recast. Now, the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because we talked about it a little bit yesterday, because Marvel keeps on swearing up and down, we're not going to recast, we're not going to have a CGI Chadwick Boseman, we're not going to do this. And it turns out that there are, change.org, I usually, when it comes to petitions, they're usually meaningless. Nobody gives a shit about them. Nobody looks at them. But there are fans out there that think, and I kind of wanted to ask you guys, what do you guys think? Should they recast? Because I guess it says right here, it says if Marvel Studios removes T'Challa, it would be at the expense of the audiences, especially Black boys and men who saw themselves in him. That also includes the millions of fans who were inspired by the character as well. And this is a petition starter who goes by the name of E-Man Movie Reviews, real name Emmanuel Noisette. By not recasting, it could stifle the opportunity for one of the most popular leading Black superheroes to add on to their legacy. The number one way to kill a legend is to stop telling their story. So that's a very interesting point right there. When it comes to, hey, we need more characters of color. We need more Black characters as being the center of a superhero movie. And yes, Black Panther was huge. It was huge. And it just kind of begs the question is like, what do you do? Yes, you want to honor the legacy of Chadwick Boseman when it comes to that character as well as his filmography and everything. But at the same time, it's like eventually 10 years from now, they would recast the character anyways. So, yeah, I don't know. A lot of people say that Shuri, should be the new Black Panther. But you know what? I've thought about this, and I honestly, and some people might be like, "Whoa, you're fucked up," but I think they should. I think they should recast. I think if it's okay from the Boseman family, if it's okay with them, I say they should just recast. Like I said, continue the legacy. Not to mention gives another actor another opportunity to, hey, let's do this. I don't know. That's just me. Pass the mantle, pass the baton. Because eventually they're going to do it anyways, and I get it. And, just come out with a statement saying, hey, we get it, but, in order to move forward, unless they come up with something pretty great and elaborate, but at the same time, it's not T'Challa. They need T'Challa. He's Black Panther. So, yep, I'm canceled now. Jeez. Doesn't matter. I know it does. It shouldn't. Recast. I see a lot of people are agreeing with that. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm curious to see what they do, but yeah, just because he passed away doesn't mean, that's not really a best example. I was going to say Heath Ledger was a Joker. He passed away and there's been 2 more Jokers since. But that's a little bit different. But at the same time, I'm just going, just recast, man. Continue the legacy of Black Panther, of T'Challa. Give another actor that's maybe up and coming or something an opportunity to go with it. But I think they're too worried about everything, the optics of it all. That's the thing. They're too worried about the optics. And I'm just kind of going, you know what? I actually agree. I think they should recast. That's all. Yeah. Shuri stinks. Shuri stinks. All right. One last thing before we get to the questions. Mothra Rebirth removed from Godzilla vs. Kong. What? That's right. We all talking about more fuckery happening over there at Warner Brothers. Now, when it comes to Godzilla vs. Kong, I've talked about how, you could tell it was scraped up. It was they scraped up a bunch of the human element of the movie, and it was just basically them, which was great. I thought it was actually I thought it did, it was fine just having the movie about the monsters, punching each other in the face. I'm totally about that. But didn't it seem like, where do you go from here after that? After that movie, it was like, all right, where do we go from here? Where anybody? Any more teasing of anything? No. But apparently, according to this concept art, yes, there was supposed to be some kind of Mothra rebirth, another egg, and we were supposed to see Mothra come back. So, man. So this was supposed to be, I guess this was supposed to be possibly like a post-credit, mid-credit, whatever the fuck. There's going to be a little tease of Mothra's return. Yeah, so look at that. That would have been cool because, hey, I think everybody kind of dug. Yeah, they're bringing all the jokes. Save Mothra. Yes. No, but I think, she was kind of the all-star when it came to the last movie. So I think we would all be like, yeah, let's bring Mothra back, please. I'm all about that. But that's not it, guys. That was not it from the intelligence that I've gathered. Because apparently there was, well, first off, there was a lot of scraping of the actors, of the human element of the movie, which I get, but it kind of makes you wonder about, you almost want to interview those actors and be like, hey, so was a lot of your stuff cut out? And they'd probably be like, yeah, a lot of stuff was cut out. But what's funny is, guys, what I actually heard was that there was going to be a definitive, oops. Let's see. Can I open that? No, hold on a sec. There was going to be if you watch the movie, obviously there was going to be there's like a definitive winner of the fight, because Kong almost got his ass, handed to him, which he knew was going to happen. But hey, it's like Batman and Superman. That's why I was team Hairy Nipples, man. I was all about the guy that didn't have the powers, who had to use his abilities to fight back. And he gave Godzilla a run for his money. But apparently what was actually going to be happening in that movie was Kong was supposed to full on die. Okay? Middle Earth was going to bring up that. Obviously that looks ridiculous because that was made in like the 30s, but still, they were going to do something like that. So I just had to bring up that little cover right there. So there was going to be that element to it, apparently. I don't know. That's why you're Team Kong right there. Yeah, Son of Kong. That would have been interesting. And then they could have went forward. I don't know. So, yeah. Take that with a grain of salt. But apparently, there was that idea as well. There was that idea, and King Kong, or the Kong that we know, was going to, bite the big one, which is fine. But but he's still, he held his own. Good old Kong, good old Kongy pants. And it would have been kind of cool too. The whole Middle Earth thing, or the Hollow Earth, it would have been cool if there was some kind of fight scene in there, when the gravity's all fucking weird. That would have been kind of cool. Or, in future movies, if there's like some showdown that happens in there, that would have been pretty cool. And then, it would have been pretty awesome, I think. So, who's the mother? I know. See, exactly. Who is the mother? Could have been a whole other story element that happened to it if you have Son of Kong. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? All right, let's go to the Twitter questions. Didn't Kong have a son in King Kong Lives? Did he? I don't even remember. I don't remember that. All right, so let's go to the Twitter questions here. All right. Burp. All right. All right. Let's see. We got Jessica. We got Jess here. Which actors would you like to see Zack work with that he hasn't before? Keanu Reeves. That'd be a good one. I'd like to see him work with Keanu Reeves. Christian Bale, maybe. Yeah. That'd be pretty sweet. Technically, he hasn't worked with Will Smith, has he? He hasn't, right? Yeah. That'd be cool. Jason Statham. I don't know. There's like a laundry list that you can have. A whole laundry list. Brad Pitt. So many. Mr. Laugh Now Cry Later, Mr. Darren. I'm not saying if I'm saying when Justice League 2 and 3 happens, we will have to see Affleck's Batman movie, whether it's animated or graphic novel, because everyone will want to know Bruce and Slade's history. Do you agree? Yes. Hopefully we can see it. Hopefully we can see that story at least. Stop mumbling through my questions. Anywho, do you think the numbers are locked away? That's because you ask dumb questions, Russ. That's why. Hey, Dave. Long-time watcher here. First time calling. Good old Ben. Do you think the statement... and damn, Ben, you haven't been on the Vox stream in a while. Hopefully you'll show up on Friday. Do you think the statement made by Ray Fisher, it'll be a bummer if he can't return as Cyborg, was his way of extending an olive branch to the studio? I think it kind of was. I mean, it was a change in tone when we heard about what he was talking about when he was talking about Muschietti and all those people. So I don't know. Oh, we got somebody that they got a timeout. Uh-oh. Let's see. Edward. Hey, Dave. I'm honestly thinking next year for DC fans will be crazy with how long each DC HBO Max show will be. For example, Peacemaker is 8 episodes and comes out in January to March, which leads into the Batman, and something else comes out after that. Pretty exciting. Yeah. There's going to be some content flowing our ways. Mr. Eric M. Blake. So we're seeing zombies rallying and holding their fists high, and we're seeing a zombie couple romancing each other. Think we're going to hear them talk? Maybe the Elvis impersonator zombie would sing. What do zombies do for entertainment? Must investigate further. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Maybe when we start seeing some clips, maybe at Justice Con, that question will come about. Aaron S. Bailey. You think all this hot talk and praise for Army of the Dead and Zack is going to change Warner Brothers' mind about the Snyderverse? Well, if they like money, which we know that Ann Sarnoff kind of hates it. So, hashtag Ann Sarnoff hates money, right? Right, guys? Carrie, hey, Dave. So I'm feeling really conflicted. On the one hand, I'm really happy for Zack and that he's getting treated great at Netflix, but I don't think I can get excited for the DCEU again with Zack's arc unfinished. I don't trust Warner Brothers to ever give us anything as good. Thoughts? Well, let's hope they do. I always just hope that something, I have hopes for Black Adam and the Batman. Will they be good as his stuff? Who knows? Scoot. Who would win in a cage match between Ben and Garza? Well, I always, anytime that they have the Real Motion, when they have like a live stream, I always go team Everts. So, I always do that just to rile up Garzilla a little bit more. So, so of course I'm just going to say, even though there's, Garza will probably mention something about Ben's age, which is, I'm not going to say that. Okay. I think Ben is pretty spry for his age. So I'm going to still trust in that. That's right. Any of them out there? Probably not. Okay, so Power Lord. Dave, what is your go-to snack while watching movies? Oh, you know what? Perfect snack. A perfect snack for movie watching is popcorn with M&Ms dumped into it. And they could be any kind of M&Ms. Hey, you can mix up the M&Ms. It could be plain M&Ms. Could be peanut. Could be peanut butter. Peanut butter is always usually my go-to. But even just regular M&Ms, you get a bowl of popcorn. You dump the M&Ms in there. You mix it up a little bit. You get a little of the sweet and the salty. Perfect. Either that or beer. When I go to the luxury Harkins over here, I just get beer. Did we ever find out what this scene was supposed to be about? I don't think we saw it in the Snyder Cut, right? No, we did not. Because he's wearing the BVS costume. I think it was going to be some kind of flashback, and it probably just got removed because it just wasn't working for him. So I don't know if we'll ever find out exactly what that scene was. Maybe we'll ask him. Matthew, did you try what is it, Terramana? Yet? No, I haven't done it yet. I know. I need to get the Rock's tequila. I keep hearing good things about it. And what's your current vodka of choice? I'm all about the Sky vodka right now because I love the pretty blue bottle, and it does taste better than Smirnoff. Yes, it does, guys. Because I was a Smirnoff guy for a while, but I think I'm actually I'm a Sky vodka guy right now, so it's good. It's good. Bradley, What's going on, Dave? Have you watched Invincible yet? No, I have not. I keep hearing great things about it. A lot of people are raving about it. I plan on watching it. I need to reactivate my Amazon and get that going. Yes. Much love to you, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely watch it because I hear it's like a mixture of what is it a mixture of? Like Justice League, the animated, like Justice League Unlimited or Young Justice, a mixture of that and The Boys. I think I heard. Brad, do you think we'll see the Army of the Dead prequel before the year is out? Netflix seemed really confident to already have that in anime in the works. Also, what are you most looking forward to seeing in Army of the Dead? I'm looking forward to just crazy, batshit crazy action sequence. Like I just rave on that scene where Batista is just, he's on the tables and he's just bah, 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 as he's running through. That right there, that shot, that the way the shot is, the way it's crafted, the way it looks. I mean, I'm all about that. I'm just excited to see the action sequences, and then I'm calling it now, and it's not because the man told me or anything like that. I'm just going like there's going to be alien origin when it comes to these zombies, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how they dive into that, and then if the franchise is going to go into this whole alien sci-fi thing and what that's going to be like. Can you imagine, guys? Imagine Zack Snyder dealing with aliens now. I mean, he's dealt with aliens before, but superhero type aliens. And we know that that's awesome. So I'm just talking about real, these other, just original alien stuff. I mean, look at this shit. Yeah, somebody put it. It's pretty good. I like that. The Dream Lens, man. Yeah, he used this. Yeah. I mean, we all know that Snyder loves to use the Dream Lens, and we all saw when she comes into focus, it was almost pretty much just like the Joker shot, that Dream Lens, where you could just be right up in someone's fucking face, and it just looks great. Just looks fantastic, man. All right, Mohammed, will there be anything announced about Horse Latitudes in the next month or so? Zach said he is shooting it in the summer. I think he's shooting it next month. That doesn't seem right because, like, don't you have to promote Army of the Dead? I don't know. Maybe somebody might throw a question there about Horse Latitudes for JusticeCon this weekend. So, something to look forward to. Just saying. Because, obviously it's the two different panels, but maybe somebody will just, drop in something else when it comes to talking to him. Because I'm curious about that movie as well. Matt, still planning on doing yes. Like I said, I recorded, and this was like when they first came out, and I went, oh, okay, what exactly am I going to do with these? And yes, I do plan on doing that as well. Like I said, it's just starting the new job and everything like that. It's been kind of just making sure, taking my time and stuff like that, and trying to adjust back into it. So hopefully I'll get to all that soon. Snyder's future, Darkseid's Wars, Gears of War. Yeah, I think people want him to direct a Gears of War movie right here. Dave, has your source heard anything about rumblings of Justice League 2? Nope. Well, you guys realize, yeah. Anyways, Mr. Venom, who is your dream cast if for a potential sequel or spinoff? Dream cast of what? What are we talking about here? Dreamcast for, I'm assuming Justice League. I just want the cast to come back. And then, of course, add some Green Lantern, maybe add some Atom. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if you're referring to that. But yeah. Anyways, you think Zach has seen the Ayer cut? Zach dropping the Army of the Dead trailer, yeah? That's that is funny. He's pretty top heavy right there. Nice tan line with the socks. It's good. I'm sure he probably has. I would not be surprised if he saw like the first cut, at least, of Suicide Squad. Would not be surprised. Hey, Dave, what do you think of my first act of the JL bridged movie? Oh, this is Macro, right? Okay. So he does Lego versions of things, and it's actually pretty cool.
Terrorist attack that they keep.
It's actually pretty cool what he does. He does all the the Lego stuff and adds like, a story to everything. So if you haven't checked out his stuff, please do so. It's not easy to do, man. Stop motion kind of stuff. But yeah, I haven't checked it out there yet. Marco, I said Macro, sorry. Marco. But I definitely will check it out tonight. So, but yeah, he does good work. Check it out. Ryan, yeah, Lois walking into the Batcave where Darkseid is waiting. Yeah, that might be her reaction right there. Completion trilogy. Yeah, that's so stupid. Yeah, a lot of people are throwing that. Yeah. How big an L is Army of the Dead to Warner Brothers? Well, yeah, they're just a big L. That's what it is. Losers. It's what they are. It's what they are. But anyways. So, do you think they'll make New Gods with another director? I don't know what the hell they're planning on with New Gods, to be honest. I mean, nothing against Ava. I thought when she got announced, I was coming off of Wrinkle in Time and I went, ugh. But then again, that could have been a lot to do. That could have had a lot to do with Disney. That really effed that movie up because that movie sucked really bad. In my opinion, it did. I think they eventually will. It's just kind of makes you wonder about like what would they utilize when it comes to a new Gods movie, or not a new Gods, but a New Gods movie. Would they use the template that Snyder already put out there that everybody is fucking raving about? Even the Kirby family has fully endorsed it. You got to wonder, did the Kirby family, did they get in contact with Warner Brothers and be like, hey, you realize that's good right there. If you're going to, do anything, Kirby-esque, I would say there's a template. You already have it right there. And it's true. Like, if they're going to make a New Gods movie, hey, you already got some templates. You already got some designs. Use them. They're awesome. But they won't. Because Ann Sarnoff has a plan. She has a plan. Ann Sarnoff with a plan. Blah. Fucking plan. Ugh.
What an idiot.
Yeah. That's her right there. Sorry, I had my audio turned down. So I was like, wait, did the audio just play with that? Jordan Peterson going to be a villain? I saw that. Yeah, then they make something with Jordan Peterson and a Captain America comic book or something like that. And it was kind of like, what? Oh, man. Anyways. All right, guys. Cross to her. There ain't no plan. Yeah, no. It doesn't seem like, multidimensional characters. That's right. Ava's still doing that DMZ. Yeah, she's still doing that at least. So hopefully that'll be good. Oh, yeah. If I had a live feed with Ann, I'd be like, what's the plan, Ann? What's the plan? We all want to know. Is it in motion right now? What's happening? Do you not like money? That's what's going to happen. Well, we'll see. If the investor day, I don't know if it's going to be last hope, but like I said, I mean, those investors are going to be like, hey, this was big. Why aren't you making more of it? That's what we're kind of hoping for. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens. Fuck. Yeah. Hopefully it's not going to be our last hope. We'll see what happens, because how long did it take for the Snyder Cut to come out? And I kept saying, don't lose hope. You never know. And that's why I've always even brought up that question too, is, Snyder's going to be a busy man. I mean, he's got this whole new franchise that he's building on Netflix. Apparently he's going to be pitching another franchise to Netflix. So he's going to be a pretty busy man. So that's why I'm saying it's like, okay, but the story arc is still archived. It's still there. He still has it all planned out. So there's nothing wrong with somebody. I mean, obviously they're going to take the miniseries, the series route. They have to if they want to tell this long story. Okay, do that. Make Snyder the producer, showrunner, whatever the fuck. Have control. Have his name on it still. Zack Snyder presents, and then you just have different directors doing the different episodes or whatever, different chunks. Do that. Even if it's 3 acts, 4 acts, maybe it does the 4-act system, I don't know, and have a director do each one. Doesn't necessarily have to be him, because yes, he's a busy man. But I know there's some people out there that once you bring up that idea, it's either he does it all or nothing. It's like, no, it's not necessarily the thing. It's like, we can have other people do it as long as they're following the template. It's all that. If we want the Snyderverse, we have to welcome even other directors to embrace the Snyderverse as well. So just like what was going to be happening before. Guess we'll see. Yeah, I played the trilogy thing, Nikolai. Played it at the beginning of the show. So if you want to rewind back, kind of reacted to it and kind of, check it out. Anyways, guys, all right, time to wrap it up. I appreciate you guys clicking in as per usual. Make sure you hit that like, thumbs up before you leave. Hit the notification bell so you know when I'm doing this stuff. And if you want to join Film Junkie, go ahead and become a member. Do a join thing. I'm thinking about, there's other things I was thinking about doing with the members things too. Is like, because I know there's sometimes I can have like a members only chat at one point, maybe. I don't know. It's probably, there's stuff I'm just trying to work out when it comes to that and the Patreon. If you want to join the Patreon. Night, Mom. But yeah, appreciate you guys clicking in. And then, of course, there's the Film Junkie Closet down below. If you want to get some merchandise, go check it out. That also helps out the pirate ship. You know what it does. And yep, that's pretty much it, guys. Well, I started off the show with the fancy headbutt because, just kind of thinking about Warner Brothers. But let's just do the normal one. Every time something happens with Warner Brothers, just every time I think about those idiots, Toby Emmerich, passing Army of the Dead. How stupid can you be? Joker, Army of the Dead, everything. Anybody tired of this yet? My head hurts. All right, guys, talk to you later.